But at the same time, we need this business component. And that business component is so, so, so important. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Arit here. Welcome back to social media / biz tips Tuesdays. I have a great video for you guys today. I remember when we were first starting our business, there was just so much to take in and so much overwhelm and doubt at the same time of whether we're able to do something cool in our business, to create something great. And it took us a while to really figure it out. There's so many things that happen when you're starting out a business, right? You're learning so many new things. You're trying to take on new skills, whether it's to create a website or to design your logo or to learn social media marketing, all of that at the same time while trying to create your work, right? So there's the business side of things, and then there's the creative artist side of things, where we are actually creating our paintings, our photography projects, our music, whatever it is. But at the same time, we need this business component. And that business component is so, so, so important. So this video goes for, if you're an artist, if you're any type of creative entrepreneur, musician, photographer in the fashion industry, and also it applies to whatever stage you're at. You might be someone who is working a full-time job while still trying to get this business off the ground too. Maybe you want to wait till your business gets to a certain point where you can quit your job. And, maybe you're also freelancing. You're at a stage where you're freelancing, so you're making some money, but you're just so busy at work all the time. You're trading your time for money, right? Or you might be in a stage where you've started your business and, you just need to really get in on the marketing side of things to get more clients. Whatever stage you're at, I think this advice will apply to everybody. I've been in all of those stages. I've been the employee, I've been the freelancer, I've been the creative business owner, and now we're at a stage where we can actually hire people. We do hire freelancers and other creative people to work on our vision with us. So what I want to tell you is, number one, you have to have a clear vision of what you want to create. What do you want your business to look like? And I mean, really, what would your ideal workday be? What would it look like? How many hours a day would you actually spend on working? And, would you have a team of people? Who else would be involved? And what would you do with the rest of the time that you had in your day? So if, for example, you're at a stage right now where you are working a full-time job or maybe even several jobs while still trying to get your business off the ground, maybe your ideal workday would be getting rid of the employee status and just being your own boss, just working on your business. Maybe you'd even love it if you worked full-time on your business 8 hours a day because you love it so much. Or maybe you're someone who your ideal workday would just be working 4 hours 3 times a week, right? You need to have that clear vision of what your ideal workday is, because that roadmap to get to where you want is going to be different for everybody. It's going to be different based on your vision, based on what you want. If you're someone who only wants to work a few hours a day or a few times a week, then you need to start thinking about how you can get to a place where you can have a team of people help you out. So have a vision and see it very clearly without even thinking about whether you can achieve it or any doubt. Try to do this without any doubt pouring in. So really have a clear vision of what you want to achieve and come back to it. Make sure that you're always on track with it, because it's okay if that vision changes. Maybe you realize that you love working so much, you want to work more in your business. It's your vision. It's not someone else's vision. So make sure it's what you want. The other thing that I want to tell you is to never ever stop creating. This is actually something that I went through in my music career, guys. I had a music channel where I would always upload videos to. I went on a full a cross Canada national tour. I was doing collaborations with other musicians. I was putting out new music, albums, all this stuff. And it all came to a halt, a stop. And it was an extremely unfulfilling period in my life because I didn't have music there with me, and I'm never gonna ever let that happen again. And I want you to learn from that experience that I went through, because it really all came down to mindset. The reason why I stopped was really all because of what was going on in my mind. And it just wastes so much time. All of that time could have been spent on progressing more as an artist, on meeting new people, getting new opportunities to progress further in your career. So I'm going to share a link down in the description with you below, because I actually created a video explaining what I was going through and why this happened. And it's actually on my new music channel. So I'm going to put a direct link to that video so you can hopefully learn something from it. So never stop to create. Even if you have created something and you're not proud of it, go on to the next project and just continue creating, because you're only going to get better, and you're practicing your art, you're practicing your craft, your talent. You are going to get better with more practice. Continue learning more about your craft as well, so you can implement new things that will help you grow as an artist, as a creative entrepreneur. You know, whatever work we create, every single piece that we create is an asset. An asset means it is something that it's your investment. You've put the time into creating this, and this is going to make you money later on. This is going to give you a return later on, because it is your work. It is part of your portfolio. Nobody can take it away from you. If you are someone who is creating in a corporate job, in a 9-to-5 job, you know, I know a few writers who they've written for companies, they've written articles for companies, but they don't own any of that work. They come into this company with the expectation that they're going to gain experience and build their portfolio, but once they leave, they can't take any of that work with them because it's not theirs. So never stop creating, because every piece of work is an asset that you can leverage later on in your career. The next piece of advice that I would give to you is to never stop sharing your work. Never stop sharing your work with other people. And there are so many platforms that you can use to gain exponential visibility for your work for free. You know, you don't have to pay. You can, but you don't have to pay. So pick the right platform that is right for you, but also at the same time, it's where your audience exists, and use it to your advantage. Continually share with other people. Instagram is a great platform for a lot of visual artists, photographers, and painters, because it's a very visual platform, right? It's all about the pictures. You want people to see what you're creating. You want people to see what you're doing, because they will come to know you as that person who creates this type of work. It puts that imprint in their mind of who you are as a person, as an artist, as a creative entrepreneur. And this can lead to so many opportunities in your career. Freelance gigs are growing now more than ever. You can put your services and your talents online on sites like Fiverr, Upwork, so many other places where people will look for your talents specifically to create work for them. And this is huge, guys, because this allows you to make money on doing something that you love. So never stop sharing your work with other people, and put yourself out there. Put yourself out there as a freelancer if that's something that you're interested in. And make sure after every single client you ask for a testimonial. A video testimonial is best, because you can take that and put that on your website or on social media and make the most of that. Have other people see the impact that you're creating and the work that you are creating. The next piece of advice that I can give you is to really plan out your time, manage your time wisely, and evaluate your work. So what do I mean by that? Well, we just talked about never stop creating, never stop sharing your work. So there's this whole being the artist, creating your work side of things, and then there's the business side of things. So you need to plan your time accordingly so that you get time in for creating and you get time in to spend on the business side of things. And it can be done. It can be done. We all come from different walks of life. Maybe you have a family or a full-time job, or there's just so many other things going on. But if you're truly really serious about building your creative business and you got to make this a priority. You have to, and you have to make time for it. There's no such thing as there's no time for. That just basically means I am not going to make time for it. So time block those sessions in your calendar, in your week, those sessions of when you're going to be spending time creating your work, your art, and those sessions where you're going to be spending on building your business. And realize that each piece here is a project. So creating your next artwork is project one. Creating a marketing campaign to share this with other people is project number two. Getting your website set up to sell your work to your audience is project number three. So all of these are projects. And it helps to think of it in this way, because what you want to do is work on project one, get it out of the way. Work on project two, get it out of the way. It's not, this is the difference between being overwhelmed and having so much to do and being all over the place versus actually doing focused work and getting results and getting it done, because you're getting one project done at a time and you can check those off, in comparison to you trying to work on project 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all at once, right? It's too much. So you do need to prioritize in terms of which project comes first, what you need to get done first, but work on it in batches. That is a huge piece of advice that I can give you, because we all have so many things that we do in our day-to-day lives, especially as creatives. We're trying to make ends meet, doing other jobs, doing other gigs, while at the same time working on our craft, etc. And then there's life. We want to maybe work on our health or get fit, and then there's family time, all this kind of stuff. You do need to prioritize, manage your time wisely, and batch those projects so you can get one project off the plate, the next project off the plate, and only focus on one project at a time. And every 2 weeks, ask yourself how you're doing. So you want to look at the past 2 weeks, see what you have achieved, what projects have you gotten off the plate, what have you accomplished, so you can recognize what you've achieved, and then start to see what you need to work on, and work on that for the next following 2 weeks. So this way, you're always acknowledging your wins, your progression, and you can start to believe in where you're going and how this is growing as a business for you. And at the same time, you're also realizing those places that need more attention, those places of improvement, so that you can tweak things and try something new, try out a new strategy for the following 2 weeks. And this is really important. Last piece of advice here is to talk to someone who has what you want to achieve, who has gone through all of these things already, and who you can learn from. Sometimes we tend to get advice from family, friends, people who don't have what we want, but we listen to them anyways because they're in our inner circle. But that's not good, because that can lead you down a different path entirely. In fact, it sometimes can create more doubt for you if those people that you're listening to are, they don't believe in what you are creating. So you want to go to someone, find someone who has what you want, who has created their business, who is at a point in their business where maybe they're hiring people, or they don't have their 9-to-5 job anymore. Whatever it is that you want to get to, whatever stage you want to get to, ask that person how they got to where they are, and ask them for advice on certain pieces that you're currently working on. Maybe you already have someone in mind who you can talk to, who you look up to, and that's great. I'm also available for you guys. I do consulting and coaching if you want to run your ideas by me, or if you're at a stage in your business where you just don't know where to go, how to proceed from there, or whatever it is that you're working on, I can also help you guys. So whoever it is that you're talking to, just contact them, get in contact with them, and ask them your questions, because success leaves clues. I'm sure some of you have heard that. And someone who has gone through that, someone who's created that success in business that you are trying to create, is going to help you, who's going to want to help you. And you can learn from them. You can learn from their mistakes so that you don't have to create the same ones. It's going to save you a ton of time in the long run and a ton of money as well. And overall, guys, starting a business and building a business is supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be challenging. If it's too easy, you're not doing it right. You're not learning, you're not growing, you're not stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's not supposed to be easy. So just to recap, have a clear vision of where you want to go. Never stop creating your work. Never stop sharing your work with other people and reaching for those opportunities that allow you to make money with your craft. Plan your time wisely and evaluate every 2 weeks, and talk to someone, get advice from someone who you can look up to as a mentor, as a business coach, who has the success that you want to create in your business. So guys, let me know if this video has been helpful for you, or if you have any further questions down, you can leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, give us a like and share this video with someone who you think would also benefit from it. I appreciate your time here watching this video. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Back from the dead.